I came from Jesus.
Today's word is reciprocity. Reciprocity. Don't ask me to do a damn thing that you wouldn't do for me.
Hello everyone, what's going on? I hope all is well. Well, it's a new week and as usual I'm hopeful. Yeah, hopeful and optimistic in the face of this whole debacle. Robyn Dixon admits husband Juan cheated again after denying rumors. Listen, I did not believe the story that Robyn was telling. I thought that she knew from the inception that Juan had done something. But what has happened, I do believe that Robyn has created an alternate reality because she's not ready to face what reality really is. So she has created this, her own reality, just to make it a bit more palatable and manageable, mentally and emotionally. After watching her on What Happens Live, I realized that Robyn is very smart, but she's trying to navigate this situation the best she could with minimal damage to her character and to Juan's character. She's protecting him. Because there is no way that Robyn believes that story as it relates to that the Canadian who came, who has a boyfriend who is a Ravens player, misplaced her wallet, and they did not call her man, but called Juan the Savior. Who then she was trying to explain away the receipt that showed that Juan, what the woman said, that Juan booked the hotel so that they could be together. He's a savior. He has this whole, it's like he's this savior that swooped down and just, was there to help her out at the most opportune time. Why didn't she call her man? So I really do not believe that Robyn believes this story, but Robyn is aware that she has been the one to call everybody out. She has been the most pious. She has been the one who wants to call everybody to the front so that they could admit their sins. So now that she's being called out, she's trying to find a way to manage the fallout that will inevitably follow this whole spectacle. She's a great deflector. She believes everyone else should be called out for their so-called sins, but hers should be sidelined. She should be given all the grace. So Robyn knows what she's doing, and listen, this is just my opinion, and it's not even an opinion, it's a thought. I suppose these two people have an arrangement that they really do not want to, share with anyone. She has a boyfriend, he has his relationships, and they're living really happily with each other because they understand what's up. Because honestly, I do not feel any chemistry between Juan and Robyn, and I believe this dates back to why they got divorced initially, which unfortunately resulted in someone losing their life. And this brings me to this point that most times when couples stay together, when they're saying their reasoning is that they're doing it for the children, that is such a selfish thing because children are resilient. However, this is selfish. You're not doing it for the children. You might be doing more harm to the children emotionally than you think you'll be doing any good. And no positive can come about by, children observing their parents not being happy. And I'm not saying that is what is happening in Robyn's and Juan's life. However, the possibility exists that this could be the case. Because I watched the episode with them getting remarried. Honestly, that was the most superficial ceremony I've ever seen. It was freaking fake, in my mind. Because I felt as if Robyn was doing this to say, okay, well, y'all were talking about us doing it with just me wanting the kids. Well, now you're seeing that it's actually done. We're married. So what next, bitches? What are you going to say? It was as though she wanted to prove a point. Because I wasn't feeling it. No, I could be wrong, and that's just my opinion. I don't have to be right. It's my opinion. So I do believe that Robyn, and it, listen, and it could be too, also that Robyn understands what's happening and they've been in this relationship for years. But because there's this pressure for getting married and so on, they just had to put on this show. It was superficial. But one thing I'll say though, I do not believe she should be fired. And I don't know why you people always call for some people to be fired. For what? No, let her stay there, and then she'll now be forced to show exactly what she's been hiding, to showcase it. Let her stay there. No, I don't think she should be fired. I really do not subscribe to that. Now on to Common and Jennifer Hudson. They have been rumored to be dating. Now Common is like a common cold. Anybody can catch it. He's been all over the place. He's dated everybody. He's now like a common D. You know, the lowercase d? Listen, if this is what floats her boat, best of luck to you, my dear. But you have patterns of behavior. This guy has been around for a while, and I don't know Common. I don't have anything personal against him. But Common, I used to really like him. But after seeing him with all these people and him having these fleeting relationships, he seems to be a bit fickle. He just is here today and gone tomorrow. I've lost all interest in Common. You know, he's now very common, and common things you don't pay much attention to. So if this is what she wants, best of wishes to you. Best of luck to you, my dear. And ever since she lost her mom and I believe her nephew to an unfortunate situation that was brought on by domestic violence, I really do have a soft spot for Jennifer Hudson. And she's also very talented. So best wishes to you, my dear, if this is what you want. Who knows? This might be the last stop on the train for both of you. Now on to Beyonce. Now, Beyonce has been in the news ever since she announced her world tour. And as we saw last night, there's a reason why Beyonce is a superstar. She's just a superstar. She's just brilliant. She's a genius. A musical genius. Now, she announced her world tour, and then we had this man, Uncle Ruckus. I call him Uncle Ruckus. He said that his name is Uncle Ron, but I don't know. He came from out of the woodwork, making all these allegations against Beyonce and Jay-Z. And he went on and on and on. And then people were picking up on it. And it was just horrible. It is just sad how sometimes people are so disgruntled and angry that all logics defy them, and all that motivates them is bitterness, and without any thought the ramifications for their actions. And I'm not saying ramifications from anyone's actions against them, but their own actions, because who wants to be around someone? Now, you were a bodyguard to these people, a personal bodyguard to these people. There's some amount of confidence that they would attribute to you, and their safety was in your hands, and now you're out here saying all these things. This man even spoke on poor Blue Ivy, found to be very distasteful, and it was just ridiculous. And then with him opening up a whole can of worms, there came this clear woman who then said that she has this friend who had attended a brunch with Beyonce, and he said that it seemed as if Beyonce couldn't read off the menu. Why would she? It's called privileged. And he was intimating that she couldn't read, which is an insult, and all black people should take offense to this. Because as a black person, you know how people see us in society. Black women are a threat, and any opportunity these people get, they would try to tear us down. Because this could not have been happening to Taylor Swift. You know that, right? Because that person would have been banished to hell. The disrespect is palpable. And let me say this. Black women's educational levels have exceeded expectations over the last few decades. And also the most academically astute and consistent when compared to any other racial group of women. You can go check it out. So them trying to say that Beyonce is unable to comprehend is ridiculous. And even if that were the case, so you're now trying to embarrass someone and shame them on their inability to comprehend. By whose measure was she being evaluated? Do you believe that if the royals go out to eat, they will read off the menu when they have someone to do it for them? Like I said previously, it is called being privileged, and she worked for what she has. And who knows if Beyonce is different around her friends? They say, oh, she doesn't talk, she doesn't engage, because this is who she is. Why can't people just be who they are? This is who she is. If she puts herself out there, you know how it goes. So she prefers to just do her music, do her craft, focus on her craft, and that's it. And nonetheless, it was not surprising to see how many familiar faces were actually jumping on the bandwagon of this nonsense. It was as if they're really rooting for her to fail, or it's like she's too good to be true, so they want to hear something salacious and nasty about her to say, I knew that was too, that couldn't be who she really is. I knew it. Listen, you open the door to foolishness, and be prepared that nothing really happens in isolation. And when they speak on one person that looks like us, that looks like you, it is also an indictment upon all of us, upon all of you. So be careful with what you entertain and the things that you really wish could manifest in a very negative way.
I said what I said.
There you go. Anyway, as always, stay safe and be self-aware, and please subscribe for more snippets of wisdom and real talk. See you in the next video.